Locks, loads. Goal! Goal!
That boy was dancing. Okay, that was cool. That boy was dancing in the PK. I've never seen that. My name is Bryce Wilson, and I'm a mental performance coach who coaches athletes on mental skills. Today I'm going to be reacting to Mexico versus Panama in the CONCACAF Nations League final. And before we start, I want to say that this is an unbiased perspective. I'm going to remain neutral as a coach. Vamos Panama! Dale pues.
By the man that started it all, Blackman getting it going again, and then Coco Carrasquilla fires the shot, the remate not there. Malagón.
It's interesting that Panama had the first attack. They're seen as the underdogs. They had never been to a final. Mexico has been to the final a couple times, and USA has always beat them, and this is their chance to win this CONCACAF Nations League final.
And Paul looking in for the matador. Goal!
There we go. There's the goal for Mexico. As I mentioned, they're the favorites to win this tournament, so it was important to see if they would act like that and play like that after that initial attack from Panama. And they got their goal in the first 10 minutes, so it's looking good for Mexico.
Goal!
This is also the player that he had a bad injury last year, and he was out for a while. And he plays also for a Premier League team, I think, in Nottingham Forest. And so he's been out for a long time, and people thought that he wouldn't come back or wouldn't come back as strong. But here he is. He scored a goal in the final, and he also scored a banger free kick in the last game. So it's impressive to see that he's making his comeback.
And the clearance to run the interference, fighting on the other side. It's Jimenez! 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 Oh, Jimenez!
That should never happen where one striker can get by 3 defenders. I get it, Panama is not really at the level of Mexico or a smaller country, so that happens, but usually you got to put a body on him or something to not let him get a shot like that.
Rodriguez slipping through. Great work by Blackman to feed him. Rodriguez wants to put it left foot fire! And it's Malagón! There's a bird flying around.
That was a good shot. That was a good response. That was an incredible save from the goalkeeper, so good attack from Panama. It doesn't look like they're afraid of Mexico or giving up. They're fighting back, and that's what you want to see from a smaller country, so it's a back-and-forth game.
Says penal. Penal.
Penalty. Okay, this is big from Panama. As I mentioned, Panama is a smaller country. They're the underdog. They're not supposed to win this game. So giving a gift like a penalty, this is their chance to get back into the game. They're not going to get many easier goals than this. So they basically have to convert this if they want a chance to win. So far, this guy does look kind of nervous, Carrasquilla. We'll see how it goes.
Coco. Locks, loads, explodes, goal.
Okay, clutch. There we go. I was never in doubt. There we go. That's what you want to see. Thriving under pressure.
Ending a 467-minute scoring drought versus Mexico.
That's an interesting fact. Panama hasn't scored against Mexico in over 400 minutes. So that's over 4 or 5 games. I doubt that the Panamanians were really thinking about that statistic before going into the game, but it does show that Mexico was the favorite. Panama is the underdog in every sense of the word.
From Jimenez, Huerta trying to use his wheels, and Huerta gets dropped inside the 18.
I love the intensity from Panama. It shows, like I mentioned, again, Mexico is the favorite, Panama is the underdog, but they are not scared of Panama at all, and they believe that they can win. The proof of this is this play right here, the intensity that they're giving everything, they're putting everything on the line, and that's what you want to see from a team. Not, unfortunately, like USA played in the last game. So I love the intensity and enthusiasm from this team, and it just shows the belief that they have.
To jump on that opportunity, but it's going to end there at 45.
This halftime talk for both coaches is going to be very important to see if the Panamanian coach can inspire his team to perform some type of miracle, or if Mexico can bounce back from their setback of getting equalized in the game and come out on top.
The ball at times, he ran out of gas, and this is a perfect substitution.
This is Panama's main striker. He scored the game winner in the last game against USA and created the penalty for this game. So he is definitely their main guy to go to. But as the announcer said, he ran out of gas. I mean, that's disappointing as a player when you don't have the stamina to last 90 minutes. You probably should be able to last 90 minutes. But what this does say is that he is giving his everything for this game, which means that everyone else is probably showing just as much effort if their leader is doing that.
Way and a chance. Bro in for Panama, sweeping. Oh, look at that.
I love the intensity from both teams. The play where Panama bodied the Mexican defender off the ball, that shows he wants it. And the play where Mexico did probably a goal-saving slide right there, and he gave everything for it. He risked a yellow card, a red card, but he did everything to save that goal and to keep his team afloat. This is the intensity you want from a soccer match. Again, after watching that low-intensity USA match, this is the intensity you want to see.
But take a look on the bottom right-hand side of your screen, number 3 right there.
Clear.
Right.
That just shows the inexperience from Panama. As I mentioned, they're the underdog. They'd never been in the championship like this before, and that was a completely silly, dumb play. He didn't even need to touch the ball. It was going out of bounds. He decided to put a hand on it. That just shows the inexperience of Panama. So it's what you'd expect from a smaller country who's never been here. Things like that happen. Hopefully they can learn from this and perform better in the next competition and the next championship.
Thinking about all he's gone through. But now the moment.
This is still going to be a lot of pressure for Raul Jimenez. As I mentioned, he's been out for a while. This is his comeback. He's been on fire, but we'll see if he can deal with all the expectation of him to score this goal. The last 5 minutes, this is stoppage time in the game, in the championship game. There's a lot of pressure on the line right here.
Locks, loads. Goal! Goal!
That boy was dancing. Okay, that was cool. That boy was dancing in the PK. I've never seen that. Okay, there might be levels to thriving under pressure. If you can dance in the moment where there's the most pressure in the whole match, then hey, more power to you. So, well done, Raul. He was able to thrive under that pressure.
Goal!
And as you can see from his celebration of him standing still, he knew he was going to score. And he really believed he was going to score. Usually when you see players do a crazy celebration, it's either an incredible goal or it's like he didn't even think he was going to score. That's why he's so excited. From this celebration, you could tell that he believed he was going to score the entire time. To get to this point where you're able to thrive under pressure like that, where you're dancing and not even celebrating after a game-winning PK, you need to be practicing thriving under pressure. You need to be having a crowd, your teammates watching you. You need to put something on the line, whether it's a reward or a punishment. Like if you miss a PK, you run a lap, things like that. You need to be practicing pressure over and over all the time. And then one day you'll be able to thrive under pressure like Raul, where you're able to dance in the PK. That's the goal. That's what you want to aim towards, apparently.
Mexico has returned.
It's exciting for Mexico because they've never won this competition. They've come close, but USA has always found a way to beat them in those important matches. But it's heartbreak for Panama because they were right there. They were so close. And just from a few small mistakes, they allowed Mexico to win. So it just shows their inexperience. Hopefully after this experience, they'll be better and better and better and better able to perform well in those championship games later on.
It justifies everything.
Congrats, Mexico, for winning and for winning in those new cold jerseys that they're wearing. Those are pretty fire. So I might have to run to the store and get one real quick. I'll see y'all.